expensive possessions were taken, but one item seemed slightly absurd. In an urn I described as Jamaican, well, I think that we bought it in Prague. Well, the point is, if I'm not mistaken, it held the remains of our dog. Shirley, Shirley, cuddly and cute and curly. We think that the thief was entirely insane, and then we were told he was after cocaine. The truth is, the fella was foraging for a drug of Colombian origin. Somebody snorting Shirley, someone without any brains. We'll assume that our stash is where we kept our ashes, and Shirley still Shirley's remains. She got the best send-off our money allows her, and now someone's sinus is snorting our schnauzer. Shirley passed on too early. It's sad when a loved one departs. She belonged in a vase and got sniffed up some schnoz, but she'll always remain in our hearts. Somebody snorting Shirley, someone delightfully strange, will shortly aspire to get himself higher, and all that he'll get is the mange. Her mortal remains seem so safe where we kept them. She's resting in peace now inside someone's septum. Shirley passed on too early. It's sad when a loved one departs. She belonged in a vase. I've changed. No, wait a minute. Shirley never was surly. We loved her if anyone cares. Now her dust, I suppose, will encrust someone's nose, but she'll always remain in our hearts. Somebody snorting Shirley, someone without any, someone who thought he'd get rich. We'll peddle our puppy in hopes that some yuppie will tell him his blow is a bitch. We loved her affections, her yelps and her wheezes. My eyes seem to well up when anyone sneezes. Up where the gates are pearly, she'll view this bizarre epilogue. She's enough to relate, surely suffered a fate, but it both wouldn't wish on a dog. I got a little tangled up in that. Okay, here's the one you know.
And Judy.
Let me set things straight from the old tip-top so that you know where we stand. I'm a very big man in a very big firm with an awful lot of power in my hand. I run my ship with a good tight grip, and I played in every game worth winning. Then this goddamn thing comes along and bing! But I guess I better start at the beginning. It was just a day like a normal day. In fact, I felt real swell. I'd firmed a deal with another big wheel, and the meeting of the board went well. At 6:15 I went home to Jean. She met me with a nice cool gin. And she looked real odd and said, "Oh my God, there's a lump of peanut butter on your chin." Well, we figured it out. It had been that way from the time I went into work that day. And I'd wheeled and dealed and spieled all day with a lump of peanut butter on my chin. Well, I stayed up here.
Judy?
Stay
Okay.
Oh, I got lost. Damn it. Oh, Lordy. I'm supposed to practice this for you.
Yeah, I am too.
That's right, Diane.
I stayed at home for a day or two just to let things simmer down. Then I figured out what a jerk I'd been, and I hurried to get back downtown. Not a word was said, and I forged ahead till my right-hand man came in. And there he stood with a face like wood and a lump of peanut butter on his chin. Well, Jean and I had a good long laugh when I got back home that night. Funny thing what a guy can do just because everybody thinks he's right. And I was laughing still on my way to work, but I stopped when I walked in, because every jerk from the chairman to the clerk had a lump of peanut butter on his chin. Not one bare chin in the whole damn group, and they looked at me as I stumbled through, and every look said, "Why don't you have a lump of peanut butter on your chin?" For the longest day in my whole career, I sat in my lonely place, and every soul who came through that door had that stupid-looking substance on his face. At last I knew what I had to do, and I locked the door securely from within, and with these same hands that had forged new lands. Our competitors heard hurt his competitors well, and before the day was through, all their big execs had their big brown specs, and the chairman of the board had too. It hit the crowd like a mushroom cloud. The populace was all pulled in, and they each confessed that they felt unblessed without a lump of peanut butter on their chin. Well, I slammed the door and I left that place, and I hurried home at a madman's pace. There stood Gene with a tear-stained face. It's a stupid song, isn't it? Well, you know the rest of the sordid mess, the unprecedented list of facts of the skippy jars and the beauty bars with additional cosmetics tax. The songs they played and the laws they made were an obstacle hauling you in if you show your face in a public place without a lump of peanut butter on your chin. Well, I have to speak from within my soul. You've got to know the truth, that this whole affair is a big, ungodly, rotten, misbegotten goof. I don't care who you've spoken to, where in the world you've been. On my bended knees, I must beg you, please, don't put a lump of peanut butter on your chin. One more. All right. One more.
Here, wait, this is Judy.
Hi,
Talk
Judy.
to Judy.
Hi, Judy. Diane's across the room.
We miss you.
Wherever you are, Diane.
We miss you.
Please come and play at our next party and be a guest again.
I'll be there. I'm going to dig you one more song. This is a favorite of mine. Lovers in the lane and flowers in the stall. From the Rue Madeleine to the Place Pigalle. How amusing when the gypsies stole our wine. Remember Notre Dame where we chatted with the hunchback? That dim cafe where we had to send our lunch back? Paris in the spring, it was all too divine. Another song about Paris. Is there room for one more? I defy you to find even one that hasn't been done before. Is there one thing about Paris left to sing, left to say? Well, they still may be gay on the Rue de la Paix, near the Champs-Élysées, in that sidewalk cafe, where Marie Chevalier sips his café au lait. At the end of the day, it's become, how you say, more or less a cliché. It's all been said about Paris. It's a nice place to be. Write a song about Paris. Maybe 50 million Frenchmen will agree. So spare us and does a song about Paris. 'Cause every song about Paris sounds exactly the same. Pigeons on the grass on the Rue Soufflot. Pigeons under glass at the Dermagot. How confusing when we couldn't find Montmartre, that small hotel where we didn't tip the waiter. The way we felt when we saw the waiter later. Dinner at Maxime's, it was toujours avant-garde. I could sing songs about Paris till I ran out of breath. I defy you to find even one that hasn't been done to death. It's all been said about Paris. Let it lie, let it be. For they still say oui, oui, as they say, c'est la vie. And they gulp their chablis on the Rue de Boli. I'm afraid, mon ami, one more gay melody. Celebrating Paris is a toast to ennui with a cold cup of tea. It's all been said about Paris. It's a nice place to be. Write a song about Paris, and maybe 50 million Frenchmen will agree. So spare us, and there's a song about Paris, 'cause every song about Paris sounds exactly the same. May we? All right.
You promised me a Gershwin tune.
A what?
A Gershwin tune. Wait, Judy, you promised me a Gershwin tune. Well, that happens to be my song.